Basis connects executive budgets to company financial forecasts. This is a painful problem in companies with 5 executives or more. In this walkthrough, we'll get a high-level overview of how the platform helps companies drive scale, leverage, and accountability. Let's dive right in. As you log into Basis, you're immediately presented with your key metrics in an executive summary. This is the global dashboard that contains your most important metrics and charts, supporting both out-of-the-box and custom KPIs. Every chart is highly customizable and can be configured for detailed reporting. The goal with Basis is also to improve FP&A, collaboration, and decentralization. Department heads will have a tailored dashboard for the metrics that only they can move. And with a high level of security in the platform, you can share only the metrics or inputs they need to have access to. Basis becomes the one source of truth for budget data, even if the data sits in a separate system or even in an Excel file or PowerPoint, as you can see here. Here we can see how we've embedded a pipeline data from a Google Sheet. We can calculate revenue forecasts based on weighted and unweighted pipeline data in our CRM, as you can see here. And if we go to people and culture, we can also see that we can bring in HR data, such as from Gusto, Rippling, or many of our other connections. Let's talk about integrations for a second. So before jumping into planning, let's talk about data integrations. Budget data lives in many different systems. Basis has built-in, out-of-the-box connectors for the most common FP&A ETL systems and use cases. For ERP systems, we support everything from QBO to NetSuite. We support both simple accounting forecasts as well as detailed financials by accounts classes. And we even allow you to consolidate entities across multiple different connected providers such as QBO, NetSuite, or Xero, or across different currencies. Now that you understand how your data can flow into Basis, let's quickly go through a few common planning workflows. Let's start with headcount modeling. For headcount capacity planning, we start with your existing employees. This can be imported from your HRIS system, keyed in, or imported from a CSV. You can build different benefits and tax assumptions. It's all up to your preference on what level you want to plan on. The output can be summarized at any level, so you can group and map different segments to different accounts in your COA. Like all templates, Basis provides both custom and out-of-the-box metrics. Here we've added salary, bonus, and even churn. We can also have different templates for different department heads with permissions attached to them. You can see the multiple different headcount plans that we've created on the side here. Let's do one more common use case, just operational expense planning. At Basis, we recommend data-driven, driver-based forecasting. This solution comes with plug-and-play dimensions, such as departments, but you can always add more to suit how you view your business. Here we have different methodologies, categories, subtypes, and detail types that we've broken our accounts into. We can also create different drivers for different accounts. In addition, if you need additional granularity, you can even plan on the vendor level. Okay. Although we won't go into this in this walkthrough, you can also manage contracts and forecast recurring revenue in Basis to get custom out-of-the-box revenue metrics. Our built-in machine learning and AI also flags contracts that need validation or those that might need extra support that you should reach out to. A main reason we do all this work is to forecast our cash burn and runway. At Basis, we don't just forecast the P&L, but a cash flow and balance sheet are also built into each solution. On the cash flow side, we can build both direct and indirect methods. With a direct cash flow with us, you know exactly how much you are receiving for clients, paying for payroll, paying for non-HR expenses, and more. Anyone can read this and understand their business. Okay, now let's talk about scenarios. With integrations, modeling, and reporting improved for you, the goal is to save you days each month so you can focus on the important, strategic, interesting parts of your business, the what-if scenarios. Basis takes a unique approach to scenario planning, where you can have many different scenarios, each with different models for different experiments, and across all of them, the natural way you would forecast in Excel or visualize in your head. Here, we've even given scenarios to different members of our teams. With 2 or more scenarios selected, here I'm selecting my 2024 AOP, you can compare and attach variance on any periods on any report, table, or data set. BVA, yearly lookbacks, month-over-month comparisons are simply a check mark away. Let's go ahead and make sure that we can see quarters. We can just scroll to the right here, and not only are we seeing months, but also variance at the quarterly level. We have access to multiple views. Here's my personal view. I can also set up a company view for anyone else who lands on this page to view. I can only do this as an admin. Okay, now let's talk about a really unique and interesting use case. I create 2 scenarios, and I want to compare my capacity plans between them. I'm going to click on employees. I have my budget selected, and as I expand S&M, I can see that in my budget, I had 2 employees here in yellow that I planned on hiring that I ended up not hiring. This is what we call asymmetrical planning, which is unique to us. It helps you identify differences in your model, such as employees you hand on hiring but did not, that didn't end up materializing. This is really powerful when doing comparisons across your budget, your bull case or bear case, to figure out what the differences were and how to improve. And of course, automated BVA and all this power exists on all of your dashboards and reports as well. Here, my dashboard in an entirety is comparing against my 2024 AOP. You can see my actuals, my base, and my 2024 AOP in a comparison here. And I can compare against multiple scenarios at the same time. What's also really powerful is Basis is working on additional AI capabilities such as automating your monthly close analysis, AI reporting, and even comparing against benchmarks. Although we've barely scratched the surface of what's possible to accomplish with the platform, this should give you a quick overview of some of what's possible with Basis today. Thank you.